Okay. Hello and welcome to.
Oh shit.
What do I
Well,
say?
that's the thing.
Oh god.
Welcome to episode 7 of the podcast. The podcast.
We're not
We're gonna have to be
anything,
frank.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be frank with people with what's happening. So.
It's just.
Call me by your name, Tina.
I'm Connor Dodge, and
Your
we are in
What is
the
my name?
studio today with the usual crew.
That's not my name. Sorry, I'm done.
Introduce yourselves.
My name's Tina. I'm a good pal who gave someone some Wotsits when they were hungry this morning. Nom 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 nom.
Like, none of us have eaten. We had a bit of hassle getting into the studio, but we're here now. We're ready.
In an actual studio
Yeah,
Thank you, Tina.
where people aren't doing
we've actually
dancing.
got a microphone
There's no
each.
trains.
Yeah, soundproofed.
We're in a studio now, so. Oh, sorry, you just said that.
There's a live mic thing, so that's something.
It does feel very professional, doesn't
Yeah.
it? There is a bit of news flash. Bit of news on the podcast.
Bum 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 bum.
We
There's Club there.
have made the
I'm sorry.
move to
We didn't
YouTube.
have like a bomb.
Oh yeah.
We are no longer stuck on SoundCloud, so I no longer get their emails saying you've run out of time.
Sorry, dinosaurs on SoundCloud. Get over here on YouTube. Am I
Stop
right?
Yeah.
running in the 90s.
Moved from
SoundCloud.
one from the nearly sunken ship to the sinking ship. That is YouTube. However, there is one other thing in that we will have to go on under a bit of a brand identity change after a podcast that shall not be named from America, and not to infringe or upset any other parties. We will be changing the identity and name of the podcast.
Bum bum bum.
We don't know to what yet.
I've got a few ideas.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got a few ideas.
so sorry for the hiatus. This has been a very lengthy introduction, but anyway.
Thinking
Bill
we
hiatus.
could go with the Empire podcast, or How Did This Get Made, or
Yeah.
BBC Radio 1.
Yeah, that I like the sound of
You
that.
know, at the end of like Comedy Bang Bang and podcasts, when they go like, "This podcast, sorry, I was executive produced by did. Can we just borrow it from like an already established podcast
We should
and
just
say,
re-upload Comedy Bang
yeah,
Bang.
yeah. And at the end, we'll speak and say, "Boring conversation anyway," or whatever we're calling it now.
So yeah, we've been away for a couple of weeks. We had some stuff to sort out. We tried to get the YouTube stuff sorted, and now we're gonna have to change it all again.
Well, why? What? This person's not gonna sue us if we.
He's trademarked it
Has he? How do you know?
because I checked.
Willy shit.
He slapped us with a lawsuit. That's how we did it.
We're just kids.
Yeah. So anyway, we've been away for a while, so we've had some time to. Something
Sorry,
interesting over there.
but I don't want it to pick up on the mic.
Nice.
So what have
Just being, you know.
we been watching while we've been doing other shit?
I know what Tin has been
Shit, I
watching
just
like
tapped
2
the table.
seconds ago.
Hey.
I mean,
You should
the
get fired.
the screening room has finally been
shit.
done at the uni, so
Yeah.
I guess people have been utilising that.
Oh yeah, I
Some
watched
stuff.
some fucking anime shit. Your name. Not gonna offend any anime fans by saying some fucking anime shit at the start, which is pretty nice, pretty good film. I really like the
We'll
animation.
censor it.
Yeah.
So I won't know what you said.
Yeah, haha. You guys don't know what I
We've got to be
said.
family friendly now.
Said some anime
Oh
shit.
yeah, because it's a family. We want to keep that YouTube. At what point can we start making YouTube AdSense shows with like 2 subscribers? Like, oh, please tell us we're up in your sub feed. Oh boy, the AdSense. But yeah, I was going to see Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think it's not as good as people say it is, but it was pretty good. I like the It wasn't. I expected it to be like really weirded out by the romance, but I felt it. You know.
Was this on Valentine's Day?
It was. Oh shit! It was on Valentine's Day because that was the only time our movie theater was showing it. Strangely enough, so they said
Was it?
like, yeah,
Oh, damn it.
it's
I
coming.
just
No,
spat on
listen.
my
I
mic.
think it's back today. I'm not sure. They might have added more dates, but originally,
hopefully.
you know, it says like the week thing. Like
Yeah.
it said Wednesday, and then it was like no other day. It might have been Thursday as well, but like
Are they showing Ladybird at Odeon yet?
Well,
No,
that was the thing. I checked last night. Cause it was
did
supposed to
you?
come
I
out-
fucking did as well.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out yesterday.
Yeah, on the
apparently,
16th.
but no date's been
Time
added.
stamped.
No, I got-
You stamped the
I thought
recording
that
date
as well, but I went to Cineworld and they said it's 23rd now. So it was originally this Friday, but it's changed to 23rd now for some
Okay.
reason.
I mean, you can pre-order it on Amazon,
Yeah.
which I've done already.
Oh shit! I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about this on podcast. It's legal, but
It's let's hope so.
You want to watch Brigsby Bear, right?
Yeah, I do.
I've got this some Chilean or something like that version is on Amazon.
The Chilean version.
Yeah, but it's region thinking. You can watch it in English. It's our region.
Okay.
So if you want, I could order it and we could all watch it in the screening room one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Watch Brigsby Bear. We can talk about that. But yeah, I watched Shape of Water. It wasn't Ladybird, which was supposed to come out this week, but it's
Do you
still.
find out what the shape of the water was in the end?
Yeah, it was Ed Sheeran came on and said, "I'm in love with the shape of water."
Is it in fact spherical like the Earth?
I don't know, like there wasn't even any water in it. Now that I think about it, but I'm kidding, but
They didn't
yeah.
even drink
At
water.
one point, they do say like they go like, "Oh, the shape of this water, am I right? Get into shape," and then the water goes to the gym. Fuck, this is a shit joke.
The shape
I
of
watched.
water is ripped.
I watched a futile and stupid gesture as well, like Tiernan did the other week, and I really like that
2 weeks ago.
with Dome
Oh,
Hall.
stop time stamping it! What is it with you and just wanting us to look like we have bad recording etiquette?
You could just.
It's like Connor, like if he said like when you were born 19 years ago. Stop time stamping it, okay?
My favourite thing to do. It's a hobby of mine.
Oh, I had my birthday as well.
That's why I had no Valentine's Day.
I didn't want to brag about it.
Survived
However.
another year.
Thank you guys. Well, I went home to Wales. Not saying
Oh.
where in Wales. No, yeah,
Don't timestamp it either.
yeah.
Don't time stamp it.
Time stamp. Well, at 5:30 a.m. on the Wednesday. No,
No.
yeah, it was on the Sunday. And anyway, I went home on the trains back to Wales, and it was a fun time. And I went to take my family to see Coco in Liverpool.
Against the will?
Yeah, I was like, "Come, it's my birthday!" Ugh. And my mum, originally my mum didn't want to go and see it. She's like, I literally like was so looking forward to going to not see kid films and stuff like that, and she enjoyed it, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I was started having a little cry, and I was like, "Mum, this is about you," and she really didn't give a shit, but you know, she almost cried. She said, and I was like, hell yeah, got him. But
Wow.
So yeah.
Brilliant.
That was a fun time back in Wales. But yeah, I watched Futile Stupid Gesture.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. It felt a bit like cheap, but I don't care because it was cheap.
Yeah. Did you know the story in advance? The guy made it.
Yeah, I read about him because I think I read about the announcement of this film a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
So when it was going to theaters, maybe. But I read about it and I was like, oh, so Doug Kenny, and I knew about how he mysteriously died on the golf course.
Yeah.
But I didn't know which National Lampoon films he did. I wasn't sure if he had done my favourite, the Vacation films, and the only ones
think-
I've seen.
He did do that, didn't he?
No, he didn't do that. He only did Caddyshack and Animal House, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But Domhnall Gleeson was good as the other guy because I had no idea about him. And everyone did a pretty good impression of the characters. That lady from Glow did a good Gilda Radner. I was like, whoa. And
Yeah, that was really good.
and then I like some of it. It's not my favourite David Wayne film, but it's pretty good. It's not as good as They Came Together, which is a
I mean,
joke.
it's probably more autobiographical, so he didn't have a lot of freedom.
Yeah, and as well, the fact that it was free on Netflix, like, ooh, baby.
And it's great.
Yeah.
It's really fun. One.
Yeah, it was a good one. I think I learned like a lot. I wasn't sure how much I was going to like sort of learn from it.
Kind of makes me want to read it.
Yeah,
the
same.
actual thing,
Because I
but-
want to see how much of it was like when took place where. Because they even said there was some changes at one point that I didn't read through the whole list because there's that whole scene. But yeah, it's pretty good. I knew I was watching. I was like, oh, now I see why Tiernan would have liked this. And then I grabbed
what a
onto my wine. So yeah, that's what I watched.
You gotta give your rating for Shape of Water.
There you
And
go.
Oh, God.
Futile and Stupid Gesture.
Damn it, Shape of Water. I'd give him a good. Well, here's the thing about Shape of Water as well.
How
because
many
it's a big.
glasses of water out
It's,
of 10?
How many shades out of water?
But yeah, my breath is horrible at the moment, guys. I've just had like a coffee and some of Tiernan's Watsits for breakfast, so
I
God, that
still
sounds
haven't eaten
inappropriate.
anything,
But I'd give it.
Just Tina's face.
Sally
at that.
Hawkins isn't even a hawk. Is what I want. Sally Hawkeye.
Is that what you've realised?
There's someone made a joke. I think it was Chris Miller on Twitter, and they were like, "Hey, Shape of Water," because you know there's that spoiler. There's a fucking sex scene between her and the monster thing.
I saw not
Okay.
lose about that.
Yeah. So then
Lose,
they said like,
Lose,
and in
lose.
Paddington
Lose,
2,
lose.
Sally Hawkins has
What
to
did
say.
they also have?
Yeah,
fish sex scenes.
she
in
had to
Paddington
go and
too?
save Paddington underwater. And so
Does
like,
she have sex with Paddington?
Don't you sexualize Paddington? But
It's a mist. That'll be a deleted scene in the cut. Anyway.
yeah, they were like, yeah. So anyway, so I said like, oh yeah, there's been 2 films where Sally Hawkins has had to go out with a creature underwater. 2 very different scenes though. Point is, Shape of Water, 5 Michael Shannons. No, I'd give it probably 8 out of 10 maybe, because it's a awards contender and I can't escape the criticism.
Is it better than Waterworld?
What?
Waterworld,
As in the theme park.
as in the film.
Oh right, is that like Westworld but for water? I've never seen that. I might have seen
It's
it.
like Mad Max.
Oh, is it? Well,
Yeah.
I
But
give
everything's
that.
water instead
Oh,
of desert.
sick! I'll give that 10 out of 10. But yeah, I'll give Waterworld 10 out of 10. I'd give Few Hours
Few
Stupid
Waterworld
Gesture
now.
for what it was. I'd give it a good 6, 7 out of 10 for what it was, and I really enjoyed it.
There you
though.
are. It's been final. He gave it 67 out of 10. He really loved the film.
So, yeah. Oh, what are we gonna do without these boys? Am I right, guys?
You wanna go or?
What I got, or on Valentine's Day, I had an instant curry. I didn't date anyone.
Oh,
I meant, what have you watched?
Oh,
Have you
so I'm still thinking about Valentine's Day there.
Tim, it's
the
okay.
PTSD in his eyes.
Ow.
Stretching your fingers.
I recently got into Amazon Prime
Ooh.
because I never used it.
Congratulations on your series
Basically,
ending, sir.
I don't really buy anything here because I don't trust myself to get the address right online or stop buying stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like in one of my like wish lists, I've got the Purple Rain outfit, like ready to go, but I just don't have the money to give to that, and the wig as well. Altogether, it costs around £85. I wouldn't be able to eat for a week.
Yeah.
I'd be wearing it. I would have died, but at least I look cool.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Hunger pains, hunger pains.
it's like that song "I Would Die for You" by Prince. I would literally die for you. Yeah. So I was like, well, I've got it till June for free. I might
Make
as
a
well use it.
GoFundMe.
So, yeah. So basically, I've been doing nothing but watching Amazon Prime
Nice.
shows. So I watched I'm gonna have to talk about TV shows. I haven't really watched a lot of movies.
That's
Oh, that's fine.
Watched The Big Sick again.
Oh, hell yeah.
I loved it.
Again.
I didn't watch When Harry Met Sally. It's not on there.
There's equipment in here
I
now.
broke the running joke 7 episodes in. I watched The Tick. I really enjoyed The Tick.
Oh, is it good? Because a lot of people told me like they got turned off after the first episode. because
It kind of... I see why people would. I think people got to take it more as it's...
more Aziz Ansari.
It's kind of... It's more of a parody. I don't think it's meant to be so glamorous. Well, not glamorous.
Yeah.
Like, good visual effects.
Oh, I know what you mean.
But it's still really
It's meant to
entertaining
look
show.
Yeah, yeah.
like
I should watch it.
goofy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be good because it's a Tick as well. The
Yeah.
Tick's a goofy comic book character. And then,
So did you take that one off your list?
no, 'cause the series
did you
hasn't finished yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did you?
Patrick. It's back on the 23rd of
You
February.
really
so
Mozart in the jungle that one, didn't you, Tannen?
I haven't. What is that?
God damn it! Nobody
why is
tell
it-
him about Jason Schwartzman's executive produced series,
Who?
winner of 5 Emmy Awards.
Who? No,
Oh, do you think if No, I'm not going to make that joke. I was going to say talking about This Is War, but Jason Schwartzman saying This is Schwartz.
yeah,
Anyway.
when I'm back in
I'm tired, alright? Jeez. I've literally had some coffee and some what's
Have
it.
you-
I haven't
What's
eaten
that?
anything, alright?
have a what's it. You go ahead, have a what's
A
it.
singular what's it?
Or you can have more what's it.
No, don't worry, I'll have one.
Tannen's keeping me awake at the moment with these what's-its.
It's a plural of what's it. I was going to say there's a plural of what's it's, what's I, but the plural of what's it's is what's it's. Anyway,
I think you'll find it's what sis.
I'm going to request...
what's this?
I know Connor works really hard, but I'm going to request he gets rid of that Jason Schwartzman thing now.
No, you leave it in, and he
leave it
remembers
out.
it.
No.
Punishment.
Go, no!
But
I will sue Connor. I will not let my career as a radio guy.
what was it? I had. Yeah, it's back. The tick's back on 23rd of February because it was split into 2 parts.
Time stamped. No, it's not. It's just.
Yeah, what is it with binging shows and now they split them into 2 parts now?
Oh yeah, I don't
They're
know.
doing it with Kimmy Schmidt this year as well. I noticed. I was like, what?
I love that show as well. I can't wait
I
to
saw the
talk about
Facebook post and I was
that.
like,
We won't be able to talk about that. We'll be home.
yeah.
Just remember.
DreamWorks home.
DreamWorks home.
Let me just get a picture
But
so Connor can put it up in the. No, don't. I was going to suggest putting it up.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, so I've got to
the
kind of make a
thumbnail.
choice. Do I want to go see Ladybird or do I want to finish
Ooh.
binging The Tick on the 23rd?
Ooh,
I'll I'll end up multitasking.
just watching both at the
Yeah.
same time.
I also watched American Gods and finished that.
That's good.
I really enjoyed that as well.
So it's a bit weird.
I've read like half the book as well.
Yeah.
So some of it was still like,
So
oh,
it's
what?
quite odd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just read half of it, you lazy shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I did
Now
the
we're
same
never
bit.
going to get Neil Gaiman on the show.
I've got like Stephen King's It at home, and I've just been like, well, I've seen the movie,
Yeah.
and I shan't read the book.
Because everyone knows about that weird part in the middle of the
What
book.
else? I'm trying to.
That's the film I was talking about.
Oh, I need to. Brain Dead's on there. If you know that show. Do you know
Yeah.
that show with Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
haven't seen that.
it's about politicians. Well, yeah, it's about politicians, but parasites go into their head, and it's like them trying to take over the world
Oh,
by
really?
using powerful figures and then stopping
Is it an Amazon original thing?
it. I don't think it is.
But, like, is it on Prime as well?
It is on Prime.
Okay, I might watch it.
And then I need to watch Marvelous Miss Maisel as well.
You got a bit of a list going.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Been watching Parks and Rec again. Something. Watching Seinfeld. Also
Ding,
again.
ding, ding, ding.
Weirdly enough, they've got all the seasons except season 2. For some reason, they are not.
Really?
They're not jumping on season 2.
I think they're getting rid of Seinfeld off Amazon Prime, that's what it is.
Like hell, they are.
Because, like,
I'm not finished
they're
yet.
so you gotta wait for tuning, baby.
Send
What is
a
it?
complaint to the head of Amazon.
What is the deal?
What is the deal with having all the other seasons except for season
So-
2?
What would you give The Tick and whatever else you watched? I can't remember the whole list. You listed off a
That's disgusting.
Sorry.
You invaded my ear.
Right, I'll just repeat
I feel
that.
hurt, and I don't want to work with this man anymore.
I'll just repeat that.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
Go on, sorry, Connor.
So yeah, what would you give like The Tick and everything else? Because you had a bit of a list there. I can't remember.
Okay, I will give Peter Serafinowicz in Space
Just him.
out of.
Just him.
Yeah, I'll give it Peter Serafinowicz in Spaced. And also Peter Serafinowicz in The Tick.
That's good.
Yeah,
Out of
thank
10.
Best joke yet.
Peter Seraph. Out of 10.
That's a high. However old he is, that's out of 10.
Out of 10.
It's like I
You
think.
don't want to look it up beforehand to make the joke?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll look it up.
Do, 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 do.
Warning.
My phone.
This joke is dying.
We've got the room, but we haven't got our heads straight today, if you know what I mean.
Everyone's a bit
Do you want to
tired.
throw a good old Joey joke in there?
Yeah, so Peter Serafinowicz out of 10, which is good. It's good. It's a good show.
It is a good.
Um,
I've yet to watch
American
it.
Gods, I'll give it.
A good place. It's a good show. What?
That's
Sorry,
also a good
guys.
show. Did you finish the good?
No, I'm finished yet. Don't fucking kill me.
God damn it.
I will watch it a bit. Is it the end of season 2?
Yes.
Gosh darn it, when does it come back? I don't know.
No, don't know yet.
I don't know.
And then American
Maybe,
Gods,
yeah.
I'll give it. The Almighty Powerful Jesus Christ out of.
What a review.
What a review. That's what we should call this show.
Oh, we should just call
Connor just goes, what a review. Doodly doo.
Water Review.
The shape of water review. I love that we've got this thing in the middle. Pew.
I can't believe that was just all TV shows. I don't think I've watched any other movies.
Oh, that's
Did I
okay.
watch? I swear, no. Well,
Oh.
I watched. Okay, I watched Black Panther because I got a free ticket.
Already.
Someone-
You know
watch
what?
it together.
I was gonna suggest going to see it.
Same, I was going
I'm
to suggest.
sorry.
Connor, do you want to just go with us?
It was literally like,
I haven't been to the cinema with you. I've been to the cinema with Connor, but like you.
no, we went to see Murder.
Oh, that is true.
That
But
really strange experience.
oh yeah, with Kevin, with my friend who didn't say that much, but like still pretty close.
They disappeared.
Yeah.
The night.
And then, well, I had some friends from school come over, by the way, because
Oh dear.
my friend's girlfriend goes to Sheffield. Oh shit! People are gonna find out where we are. So leave that part.
Like timestamp.
But like yeah, so they came over on the train.
Now.
Can we call it timestamp?
Yeah.
The podcast.
Yeah, and I showed them around and things like that, and I was like trying to impress them, like, and my friend was like, "Oh, I'm pretty afraid of swans, so I hope there aren't that many there." And I was like, "Oh shit,
Oh no.
run, Nathan!"
That sounds like a hilarious sitcom.
Yeah, I'm afraid of
afraid of
swans.
swans.
Now I live with one. He's my roommate.
And our boss is coming to dinner.
My boss, baby, is coming to dinner.
And prom is
Basically,
tomorrow.
BoJack Horseman
Oh,
and
yeah.
Seinfeld.
Oh, something
love it.
stupid Kevin Branagh would do anyway.
Fuck that guy. I hate.
Believer.
Yeah.
So good.
It was literally like, it was on Thursday, and it was like, look, the film starts in half an hour. I can't go. I've got to go meet my group for a presentation. Do you want to go see it? And I was like, absolutely. So
Damn
took
it.
the opportunity.
Well, without spoiling it, can you tell us?
I
if it's
enjoyed
any
it
good.
a lot. Yeah, I enjoyed it a very lot.
Aww.
It's quite it's a visually pleasing film.
Yeah.
The action's really good in it.
Tickles your eyeballs.
I'd say it tops a lot of the other
Tin and your eyeballs.
superhero films,
Yeah.
action-wise.
Oh, really?
I love the villain in it. The villain's actually quite interesting.
Oh, the Michael B. Jordan guy?
Yeah,
They've made a good villain.
They made a
in
good
a Marvel film.
yeah. Well, Daniel Brühl was quite good in
The what?
Civil War. The guy in Civil War.
More like Civil War. Because...
Am I right?
No.
Am I
You put in some canned laughter, some Seinfeld canned laughter. Like,
And then the song.
ding, ding, ding.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things I can say without spoiling it, but
Spoiler.
there's an outdated meme in it that you'll enjoy.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Is that boy making an appearance?
No,
Is it-
you'd hope so, but no.
Is it a Doge meme?
It's not Doge.
Is it the...
It's a Vine meme.
Really? Is it one of
yeah.
those?
In a
No.
Marvel film?
Oh, fucking hell! Is it one of those? You fucking kidding?
What are those? Really?
Ah!
Yeah.
Is it in there like seriously, or is it like in there as like a joke?
Fucking hell.
That's a good question. I'll let you watch the scene and determine
Oh
that yourself.
no!
I don't want to see it now.
I've got to look this up now. I don't care.
Oh, it's a Snapchat meme, right? I don't know.
I thought it was a Vine, wasn't it?
Fucking shit.
But I think it was.
I was
It has
looking-
been. It's been justified because it was at the time. It was taking place like right after Civil War, basically. So I
Oh
guess
yeah, that
it's-
meme was
At the
relevant.
time, it was relevant. Yeah.
I was talking to my friends and said, what if they have a meme cinematic universe where like that boy just is Thanos and he has to collect all the different memes. And everyone goes, oh
I'd watch
shit,
it.
it's that boy.
I don't know if I'd watch it actually. You're
No. And then Robbie Ron, or Robbie Ron's like, we need to be the #1 villains. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tony.
yeah.
I was my friend did a Marvel list of their top 10 films, and he put, and he's not the only one who said this. They said Captain America: Winter Soldier is the #1, and I'm like, that's the most boring piece of.
It was
It's
alright.
good directing,
Yeah.
but like it's not like Marvel films are just really bland. If you take them too seriously,
Yeah.
we'll
that's true.
lose a lot of
They're
listeners.
entertaining.
Yeah, I think I've told about this before, but you know.
I think if it was like someone was like you have to put one in like top 10, I'll probably
Yeah,
choose
yeah.
like Guardians of the Galaxy or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think everyone loves
And
it.
if it was
Oh
top 5,
my
it was
God.
Chris Rock. Oh, you found
He
it?
found it.
Wakanda may be an isolated country, but it isn't unaware of the outside world. Shuri,
Thank
I'm gonna
God.
have to
played
watch
by
another quote.
Letitia Wright, reminds you she's a teenager by referencing an aging meme. What are those? Which popped off in 2015.
Staring
Don't keep that one
dead in
in.
the eye.
I don't think I've actually watched a lot I've been watching some Netflix stuff.
Oh, okay.
Watching on Netflix.
I watched all of the Altered Carbon,
Mm-hmm.
the new one
Cool.
from Netflix.
Fine.
I really enjoyed it. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Good boy.
I liked the adaptation from the book.
Oh.
I haven't read the book though, unfortunately.
Sadly, you can't.
Loads
read.
of people really like it,
Mm.
and I really like it. Even though, like at points, it has its downfalls, but everything does have its ups and downs. Like some of the scenes seem like they're a bit out of place. The CGI in places is a bit B-movie,
All right.
not as in the black and yellow B, but as in the alphabet letter B.
That joke was just for me. Woo!
But I think it's got like 80 something% on IMDb.
Keep that B movie one in.
Because a lot of like people actually like it. Like,
Oh really?
yeah, but then
That's weird on IMDb.
I know, because on Rotten Tomatoes it's got 63%. Because for some reason they don't like Netflix original series on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's weird.
They were like that after the first series of BoJack Horseman, and then afterwards everyone realised that people actually liked it and responded to it. So then they were like, "Oh
I
no, it's
guess-
100% now."
I can kind of see why, because it was like they're trying to find their footing.
And then a lot of people,
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of people on Rotten Tomatoes, or the reviewers, quotation marks there,
Ooh.
because I've lost a lot of respect for some of them.
Oh.
Yeah. They claim that the show's whitewashing, and part of the whole whitewashing trend
Yeah.
that's been going on recently.
Everything's.
Because in Altered Carbon, the main character is of Asian Slovakian descent.
Sorry.
Just drifting towards the mic.
Sorry, I'll sit over here.
And basically the whole premise of the show is that you can have your mind sort of digitally uploaded onto like an alien chip that gets put in the back of your neck, so that when your body expires or dies, but if your chip remains intact, you can just be put in another body, or sleeve as it's called in the show, and continue living on. So the idea is that this guy is of Asian Slovakian descent, so he looks like Asian Chinese, but he's then killed at the very beginning of the show, and then it like fast forwards 250 years, I think, where he's put into the body of a white guy who's Swedish actor. Can't remember his name.
Is it the Alexander Skarsgård guy? I don't know.
No, I'll have it up somewhere.
Is it my barista from IKEA? Am I right? High five! I'm not gonna get backlash for that one.
Oh no, I'll go.
Jason Schwartzman.
I don't know.
all
Anything. Stop
Sweden.
talking about.
And Kenneth Branagh. They all form a little legion.
Joel
together.
Kinnaman
Yeah.
plays. He's a Swedish actor. Plays the main lead in like the present time.
It's in the present time.
Yeah, because it does flash back and you see the original like Asian Asian American actor. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible for actors' names in Netflix
Just
series.
terrible
Man.
in general.
Thank you.
Like thinking of a name of a podcast that's already been used.
Revive cheer. Sorry.
Reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes are saying it's whitewashing because they change the character, even though that's what happens in the book, and the reason. I guess the hidden reason behind it is that the body that the main character is put in was dating a police officer who's like a side character. She's like of Mexican descent, so there is like other diverse characters in the story.
But how are they?
They celebrate Day of the Dead and all that.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like is being whitewashed. It's like part of the film. The reason is he's taken out of his body and then put into this other one is not because he's then transitioning from Asian to white. It's because this body is connected to various criminal organizations that then want to kill him, and it's connected to this overarching story at the end, which sort of like ties everything together, of why he's been killed and why he's been put in this body and all that.
That's cool.
But
That's pretty good.
They can't sort of see past that. They see the story as he goes from Asian to white, so it must be whitewashing.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
it's part of the story. Is what
and
you're trying to
people
say.
like actually need to watch things before they review them.
Oh, a bit like the Boss
Yeah.
Baby, which has been nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah.
It's just sort
I
of
got it with like.
bad practice to say.
I haven't seen the show, so I don't have an opinion on it.
I got it with.
I would
I think there should be
recommend it
more-
if you like
but-
sci-fi stuff or
I recommend. But what in the book was it an Asian guy he got changed into as well?
no.
All right, okay.
In the book, he's changed into a white person. It does
Okay.
state in the book.
We do kind of need more representation.
I mean, I think there's 2 episodes which are just it's like set in the past. So there's 2 episodes of just showing like the Asian actor as the main lead as well.
Yeah.
So there's sort of like this dual
Mm,
actors lead,
okay.
and both stories are relevant and tie in.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I honestly just need to read more about the backlash and things like that. But maybe do you think people are, and I haven't seen the show, are having a go at it being racist because of the way it represents the Asian person or the police
I-
officer? Do you
I
think
don't
that's the
think
reason
so
why?
because
Or is it
I've
just
got
because
an
of
article
the way
here.
the way the book's been done?
Because the main lead, he's been interviewed a couple times.
Yeah. Well, they could have changed it. I mean, like, I don't want to be horrible, but, like, it's not like we're short of white dudes. I got changed to a white dude. Hell yeah. That's like some sort of, like, Shaggy Dog thing with Tim Allen, but...
Yeah. And then, like, the whole idea of the show itself is that it sort of gets rid of the barriers of, like, race and what people look like.
Yeah.
Because anybody can be in any body.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like cemented quite early on, in that when the main character's woken up in his new body,
Yeah.
there's like a load of other people that have been woken up as well.
Oh,
And there's a 7-year-old girl who's been put into the body of a
cow?
no, she's in like it's like a 60-year-old woman.
Wow. Oh, my
Because
gosh. This sounds interesting.
like they're the only sleeves or bodies that are
Yeah.
available.
This is scary.
And then there's another part where on the day when celebrating Day of the Dead, the police officer wants to have her like grandma there to celebrate the
Yeah.
day. So there's a criminal that's brought in who's like this really butch,
Yeah.
like bold
Harmon.
Russian man with a beard and tattoos all down his like
Yeah.
tattoo sleeves and
Mm.
up his neck and on his forehead. But she puts the like chip or stack, as it's called in the show,
Oh, okay.
of her grandma into this person. So it's like butch Russian gangster.
Yeah,
and
it's
then-
a grandma.
Yeah, so she's like really kind and like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that, and it's just like really
That
butch
sounds
guy.
good. So what channel is this on, by the way?
Oh, this is on Netflix.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I might
Um,
give it a go. I probably won't, but you know, we get around to how-
I might give it a go, but I won't.
I mean, it is really interesting to watch, and the fight choreography in it as well for a lot of
yeah.
scenes is really good.
But nobody said that.
We haven't talked about the thing.
What thing?
We talked about it last week, and it happened. We predicted the future.
Which thing?
This is
The Solo trailer came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's the Richard Ayoade's character on the. Let's just like him.
Yeah.
Sorry, but anyway, yeah, the Solo trailer
and
came
the Venom
out.
trailer.
And the Venom trailer. Oh,
I'll wait for more trailers and stuff to come out.
So
for
wait,
it.
how is that? That's not connected to Spider-Man
But it
at
is.
all, right?
No, apparently Tom
Um,
Holland's in it.
Is he?
He's credited in IMDb as one of the starring cast.
Oh my
So he
god!
might make a cameo.
Because everyone said it
Yeah.
wasn't connected to the
in a
MCU.
Marvel.
But it's just
But they've been teasing it for years, haven't they?
it's been in like development hell basically, and then the trailer came out and it looks like a really generic action film.
And we haven't seen any of the actual Venom.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
guessing.
Carnage or anyone.
I'm guessing it's gonna be like Fantastic, and they're
You
gonna
think?
like say it's gonna be a part. They're gonna test to see if it'll be a part of the universe, and then they might combine them together.
Mm.
I bet Amy Pascal's like,
My
if this is
one-
good enough.
My one worry from the trailer, or not worry, but thought from the trailer,
Mm.
is because we never actually see the Venom suit,
Mm-hmm.
is it actually going to be in the film?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not like, oh, then he does it right at the end or something stupid like that.
I just typed in Venom on Google, and one of the things says, one of the titles of one of the articles from Screen Rant is Kevin Smith calls Venom trailer Tom Hardy the movie, which is kind of the vibe I got as well.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Then, did Solo impress anyone at all? Did Solo the trailer?
Yeah, I mean, like,
It looks very B-movie. I can't make that joke again.
I had a friend who I think listens to this podcast as well, but he was sort of saying that he's really annoyed with the Solo film because Ron Howard's basically slapped his name all over it. When basically Phil Lord, Chris Miller still did quite a... I'm not sure if it was the majority of the work, but they did quite a lot of work on it.
That's the thing, they'll never really say.
Because I think they made a script, and then they made a revision script as well, and then they got thrown off the project.
Yeah, well, they started filming with them as well. They were doing it for weeks. They filmed quite a bit of it.
They said they were nearly complete, weren't they?
Yeah, apparently the crew cheered when they left. And I'm not sure if that's true. But the thing is, I think
that's Disney propaganda.
I think I told about this already. But when you hire Phil Lord, Chris Miller, you know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get.
They have their resume.
Yeah, and
their repertoire.
Let's just hope they do a Clone High movie without that writer from Girls who's been.
It's like with 21 Jump Street. It was almost a parody of itself.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not a super big fan of those films, but I like. I like
even better analogy.
But look,
you got me there.
It's so stupid. Like, but everyone's doesn't matter. But you know what you're gonna get, like their directing style of improv and stuff like that when you hire them. But I guess they with such a big Star Wars set and a budget, maybe that was problematic.
I think people are really iffy about it as well because it was like they had to get an acting coach for the guys playing Han Solo.
Yeah, which is a bit ironic. Is that the word for it? Because the thing is, he was. Have you guys seen Hail Caesar?
No.
He was in that film, and his character was really bad at acting, and Ralph Fiennes had to help him out and be a better actor. So that was pretty funny. Also, everyone doesn't see him as Han Solo. Me neither. So,
but do you know what everyone is outraged about?
What's that?
The Millennium Falcon has a front bit.
Oh, what? Oh God, I didn't notice that.
It normally has the two sort of
and
jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've basically filled the gap in.
Oh my God!
At the front.
Jeez,
everyone is outraged.
More toys, baby.
I bet then a lot of people are going to say that Donald Glover's going to steal the show because he does seem quite good for the role.
At the end, it looks that. At the end, he gives that look, and I'm just like, this is Troy from Community, and I'm all for it. Did you guys see that?
It's Troy. You
know that Demi guy from Vine? He did the leaked Han Solo theme song, the Lando theme song. Did you see that on Twitter?
I did not. No.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I haven't got my Twitter app on. Damn it! I was gonna show you guys that.
You send it to us later.
Yeah, I will. But that was pretty. I love that Viner. But point is,
everyone's calling for Solo to be scrapped and a Donald Glover Lando Calrissian movie to be made instead.
Lando's quite an interesting character.
Lando is the best character.
He's a character I would like to have a movie of. I don't want to know about Han Solo going.
He's already got
Chewie.
If you really want a Lando thing, they've got a limited edition comic series.
Oh, do they?
It's canon, apparently.
I think we got some stuff.
It's 10-2.
So thank you for listening to episode 7 of
Super Bowl,
whatever this is.
Okay.
Again,
the Super Bowl edition.
Back to placeholder.
I can't. This was a great
Star Riot
episode. That selfie kid died quicker than it.
God.
It's 2:50 p.m. Saturday, 17th of February.
God's sake.
2018.
17th of February. The day
So,
after Lady Bird was supposed to come out.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, baby.
You bastard.
Thank you for listening and sticking with us.
I wonder how long it's going to take.
We hope you like the new setup on YouTube, even though it probably will change again after I've said this because we've got to do the whole rebranding
Let's all
thing.
give Connor a big round of applause for doing the YouTube things, by the way.
He's got a lot of work to do.
Yes, we just sit back
and be funny.
I'm sorry that I don't always reply to the DM straight away as well. I always see it and then I'm always like, fucking hell, I forgot to reply.
It's fine.
Yeah, because I do care.
Now we're going to get some lunch, so
Hooray.
Have a good day and goodbye from me.
Solo, May 25th.
Watch all the Community.
I don't
That's not on anything, is it? Alright, yeah. Fuck.
Right.